Hi, Ido.
Hi.
I'm a b-boy or a breakdancer, as some might understand. I've been doing this for 15 years, and in the last years, when I saw your work, I got really influenced and inspired by everything you were talking about. And lately, a lot of b-boys in my culture, a lot of high-level dancers, they start looking at your work, they start appreciating your work. I had conversations with people in some competitions or battles. I see people do lizard walks together with their own movement. But what I miss is I've never heard Ido talk about b-boying or breakdance, and I just want to hear your opinion on breaking.
First, I'm very surprised, actually. And my impression is that b-boys don't really think highly of my work at all. And I actually value it. I think it's a very intelligent culture. I don't think you should start to do lizard walks. They sit lower on the chain than the stuff that you're doing in many ways. I think the lizard walk is a great tool sometimes to open people to more elaborate ideas. It's one of the cultures that I appreciate the most, along with the parkour culture. These young street cultures, let's call them young because they're not 500 years old. And I think they are some of the most creative cultures. Although some other movement cultures think they're creative, they don't even scratch what b-boy, what breaking, what the culture of hip-hop is doing. It's incredibly creative, which means like in 1 month, there is more creation going on than in the whole evolution of something like tricking, which is great, but I also have to say my truth. Observing from outside, the amount of creativity going on is incredible. Rhythmicality, creativity, style. Style on the level of Bukowski style. You know, some dogs have more style than men. There is more style in prison than out of prison. But it's so important, right? To have style. So I'm a big fan. And I don't think the culture is a fan because they're within their own practice, and I think they get some sufficient mechanics going on, but I think maybe on a philosophical level, they can benefit a lot from those ideas, and maybe some people are evolving into it philosophically. On the level of practicality, maybe some tools here or there, definitely not a lizard crawl. Thank you for that.
Can you speak on parkour while you're at it?
Yeah, another one of my favorite cultures, and I'm still a person. I still did not evolve into another status. So these are my personal opinions that is often misunderstood because I'm some prophet or some other wankery title. So in that sense, as a person, I have my favorites, and I love parkour, especially kind of the early generation that started the phenomenon, and with what kind of philosophical tools they practiced, how the relationship with fear, which taught me a lot. It kind of gave me the terminology to talk about it, and I always felt it, but I wasn't really confronted with it like we did in Israel together. And I appreciate many things in there. And are there shitty things about? Of course. The process is poor. Breakdancing is another poor process. Poor instruction. Poor understanding of many things. But there is also some beautiful things. And I try to learn from it, the good and the bad. I try to bring it into another culture which practices around another idea. A lot of similarities and some differences as well.
Continue watching this fascinating conversation for free by clicking on the link below to visit our website, learn from the best minds in the world, and connect with a community of passionate people building the best versions of themselves. Just click on the link below, and I'll see you on the inside.